The following story was reported by the Wall Street Journal, September 2nd, 2019. Today. Coast Guard attempting to rescue dozens following boat fire off California. 34 people missing after a fire sank a dive boat. The Conception was engulfed in flames early Monday. Wow, look at that. By Jimmy Wilkind. Updated September 2nd at 1:13 p.m. 34 people were missing after a Monday morning fire sank a dive boat anchored at Santa Cruz Island, officials said. The Conception, a 75-foot vessel operating out of Santa Barbara, California, issued a distress call around 3:30 a.m., U.S. Coast Guard Captain Monica Rochester said during a press conference. 5 crew members were awake on the deck of the dive boat and jumped from the fire, Miss Rochester said. The Coast Guard was using helicopters and ships to search for the 34 passengers who were sleeping below deck at the time the fire broke out, Miss Rochester said. The Coast Guard responded to the vessel along with police and fire personnel from Ventura and Santa Barbara counties, Ms. Rochester said. Santa Barbara County Fire Department spokesman Mike Eliason said the Conception was anchored along the north side of Santa Cruz Island, part of Channel Islands National Park. The vessel was adrift and burned down to the bow line when fire officials arrived, Mr. Eliason said. Ms. Rochester said only part of its bow remained above water, about 20 yards offshore. We are currently still in the response phase, Ms. Rochester said. A team from the National Transportation Safety Board is heading to California to investigate the incident, the NTSB said on Twitter. The Conception is used for both fishing and diving trips, Mr. Eliason said, and was in the middle of a 3-day excursion according to specifications posted online. The vessel was launched in 1981 and had 46 bunks. An employee of Truth Aquatics, which owns the ship, declined to comment when reached by phone. Ms. Rochester said the Conception was in full compliance at the time of the fire. The crew members were rescued by a private boat called the Grape Escape, Ms. Rochester said. At least one crew member was treated for minor injuries, the Coast Guard said in a tweet. So we have the Grape Escape, 5 crew members escaped, 46 bunks they mentioned, 46 bunks, 23 and 23 is 46. And 45 is President Trump. So if Trump was assassinated, we would then have the 46th president, which would be Pence. 1981 9 1 20 yards offshore. A yard is 3 feet, 36 inches. 3 feet. So 3 and 2 for the 20. 3-2. 3-2-2. Skull and bones. I'm wondering, 34 passengers. 34 is also 3 and 4 is 2 plus 2, so 3-2-2. I'm wondering if, and then the distress call was issued around 3:30 a.m. 33 levels of the Illuminati. 75-foot vessel. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 families. 12 bloodlines. I'm wondering if this is some sort of distress call or grape escape, like time to hide, time to disappear. Maybe not. There's a Breitbart article about Jean-Luc Brunel, the billionaire model agency owner who had strong ties to Jeffrey Epstein, and whose MC2 modeling agency was likely a front for trafficking, human trafficking, child sex trafficking of minors and children to the elite pedophiles. Well, that Jean-Luc Brunel seems to be missing, MIA. No one can find him. Authorities from, I think, a few countries have been looking for him to question him, but they can't get a hold of him, and no one seems to know where he is. Did he already make his grape escape? Is that what this article is about? Is that what this whole thing is really about? I don't know. I know the Cabal, the deep state, the Illuminati, they use mainstream media articles to communicate, to send out their little coded messages. And when I see a lot of numbers and just the whole thing seems to sometimes, to me, seem like, of course there's the false flags, but then there's also the coded messages within articles, whether they're false flags or not. I think they encode messages in articles. So, could be.